People are here for everything.
Keep it up. Just two more. Feel the burn. Keep it up. Just keep it up. Just two more.
Okay, so is everybody good? Can everybody hear me and see me well? If so, be sure to press Y in the chat. But otherwise, welcome everybody. Happy Saturday evening or happy Saturday night, or I don't know, it just depends on your time zone. But yes, welcome everybody. Gotta welcome who made it. Ethan, welcome, and Deidre, welcome, and Corey Duncan, hey, and Two Tail Spuns. Okay, so everybody can hear me and see me well. Excellent. And Two Tail Spuns, I just want to mention how cool it is that you actually remembered the bumpers from old Disney Channel in the 80s, since you were an 80s kid. That's awesome. Awesome to hear that. Always so love you guys had that experience of watching those bumpers. And Norbert, hey, he's pointing out that people were pressing Y before you even said to press Y. They knew. Wow. Talk about dedication. Yes, and Starfy, welcome, and Jai, and I think I welcomed you already, Moby fan. If not, then yes, welcome, and Albar 3000, Nicktoons Logo, and Franco, and Axie, and Elemental. Yes, we'll see if I do your requests. Yes, welcome everybody. Let's see if there's any comments that I need to mention before we get started. Luke is asking, have I heard of the Kids WB cartoon Detention? Yes, I have. I never watched the full episode of it, just the theme song. All I know is that it's a Warner Bros. Cartoon that's basically the opposite of Recess, which, you know, was on Disney's one Saturday morning at the time, really popular. So Warner Bros. Was like, you know, how will we do a show that's about the opposite of Recess? You know, something that's fun, something that isn't fun, which is Detention. So yeah, otherwise I haven't seen an episode of it. But I do know the character that you're currently using as your profile picture, Luke. Her name is... God, I forgot her name, but I know Tara Strong voiced her, but is it Shannon? No, I don't know. But yeah, I'm surprised that Detention is on DVD through the Warner Archive. I'm kind of jealous that it's on DVD but not Baby Blues. Okay. Okay, and Franco is just given an explanation of what the letter Y is. Y is the 25th and penultimate letter of the Latin alphabet, used in the modern English alphabet, the alphabets of other Western European languages and others worldwide. Yes, okay, thank you. So yes, everybody can hear me and see me just fine. Okay, so yeah, you've read the title, that this is going to be a continuation of the last Saturday stream, where I draw requests that you left for Disney Channel or Toon Disney characters for me to draw to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Disney Channel and the 25th anniversary of Toon Disney, rest in peace. And as I mentioned in the pinned comment, I'm going to be doing leftovers from that initial community post where I announced the first stream. And just keep in mind that I'm not going to be fulfilling every request that was left over, and there's also less of a chance, also not much of a chance of taking care of like any requests in the chat as well. Because you guys left me like so much already, great choices. In fact, I even made a note, wrote down on sticky notes which ones that I definitely want to do for the stream and ones that are a maybe. We'll see which ones will be in the definitely category as we start things off. Dr. Jazzman 1, what's up? Yes, I hope you are gonna be enjoying the stream. Okay, yeah, Serena Wicked, that's her name. Okay, thank you guys. The girl that Terror Song voiced in the Tencent. Okay, thank you. Oh yes, and Moby fans point out that Jerry Springer has passed away, and that he guest starred in the Simpsons Heroes of Horror segment, Starship Poopers. Yes, I never watched much of Jerry Springer. I was also more into Murray Povich, but yeah, I was kind of surprised to hear that what's it of daytime TV is no longer with us. So yes, rest in peace to Mr. Springer. Okay, and Albert 3000's asking, do you know that Power Rangers was owned by Disney since 2002? Yes, I do, because Disney, they acquired the rights to Saban's content. I don't know the full details, but yeah, I remember it did air on ABC Kids, like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series did air on ABC Kids, like in its final years. And I also remember kind of seeing Wild Force Power Rangers on Disney Channel. Let's see. Yes, your birthday is in 2 days, Norbert. Just wanna wish you from now, happy 24th. Oh, and another fun fact from Moby Fan. Gray DeWild did voice work for 2 episodes of American Dad. It's the only Step McFarlane cartoon that he did voice work for, since he never did for Family Guy or the Cleveland Show. Although I could have swore that, yeah, I found an older tweet from Gray saying that she might have done a voice on Family Guy. I don't know, it was a tweet that's basically her saying that she might have done a voice on Family Guy, and then it has her posing like with a giant Peter Griffin stand-up cutout. But yeah, I don't know for sure if she really has or not. But I know in American Dad, she was the voice of Toshi's sister, Steve's Japanese friend Toshi, who always speaks Japanese. One of my favorite minor characters because of that. But yes, Gray voiced his sister for a couple of episodes before she was recasted. Oh, and Deidre saying that she can't wait for my birthday because she's making a gift drawing for me. Awesome. And also, I saw your comments saying that you did a drawing of Wink from the What's Up Zelda. Yeah, I saw in your community tab and thought it was pretty good. Okay, buddy. Let's get things started. What's the width of the requests I'm gonna be working on right now? As I bring up the reference image, how about we go back to those classic Mickey bumpers already in progress? Okay, everybody, I'm back. As you can see here, the first request that I'm going to be doing for tonight is Ward Hater, the main bad guy of Wander Over Yonder, which quickly became a cult classic. It's Craig McCracken's. Wait, put on my pencil tool. Yep, it's Craig McCracken's first show since Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, but unlike Foster's or the Powerpuff Girls, obviously it's a Disney show, not a Cartoon Network show. It's basically because Craig, he was among the Cartoon Network creators who was essentially booted out of Cartoon Network studios along with people like Maxwell Adams, C.H. Greenblatt, and Mr. Tom Warburton, as they were changing up management and, experimenting with live action programs before that experiment failed. So Craig went over to Disney Television Animation and gave us this show, which, I don't know, I haven't seen an awful lot of Wander Over Yonder. But from the little I saw of it, I don't know, I might have to rewatch it, because the last time I watched it was on Disney Plus in hopes that I might get more into it. Well, I do like its style. Craig McCracken has a dope art style. It's basically, it is similar to his other cartoons, most notably Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, like Wander in particular. He kind of looks like Poodle, only he has wings, arms and legs, and is skinnier, and of course he's orange. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of Poodle with his design. Let's see. Oh yeah, in case I didn't mention it, yes, Ward Hater was requested by Kristen Frades. I ought to give him this little bonus, thanks to his consistent support on Coffee. And I don't know if Kristen is here in the chat right now, but if he does come, just make sure that he sees that I am working on his request and that he appreciates it once it starts to get further into actually looking like a Ward Hater. There we go. Probably put on some music. There we go. Let's see. Just gonna catch up some comments. Okay, so Moby Fan is pointing out that Gray actually didn't do a Family Guy voices, and that the picture of her with Peter is actually because he attended a Family Guy event. Okay, so thanks for clarifying, because, I don't know, I might have been coming close to almost checking her IMDb to see if she did do a voice, but nope. Okay, anything else? Yes. Norbert's pointing out that when it comes to Craig McCracken, all four of his cartoons all look and feel so different from each other, and they don't feel like they're from the same creator. Yeah, that's true. Craig, he is kind of like Genndy Tartakovsky, in which with each cartoon that he creates, there might be some similar or subtle or obvious similarities between all of their shows, but they're still their own entity with each show. Like Dexter's Lab is different from Samurai Jack, which is a little bit different from Star Wars Clone Wars, which is also a little different from Symbiotic Titan, which is pretty darn different from Primal, and that show is different from, always looks a little bit different from the new show from Genndy, Unicorns Warriors Eternal, which I'm pretty hyped up for. And the same could definitely be said by Craig. I guess the one consistent thing that the one consistent thing amongst the shows is that, 3/4 of those souls are animated like in Flash or with some other puppet 2D animation tool like Toon, whereas the Powerpuff Girls was animated traditionally, except for the 10th anniversary special, which was in Flash, animated in-house by the same team as Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and Cartoon Network Studios. Oh, Jason's here. Welcome. And he's saying that he's been putting the finishing touches to a side project, which is a compilation of every show that has aired in the major eras of Disney television animation. Oh yeah, I did see those in my subscription feed, Jason. I ought to check those out. And I believe you already did one for one Saturday morning when it was its 25th anniversary last year. So I don't know if you're gonna be skipping that one since you already did that one last September, or just going to like, just make sure that all of the eras are represented. See if there's anything else that I'm missing. Let's see, Nicktoons Local is actually saying that my art style it's probably the most unique art style ever. Well, you know what, I won't say it's the most unique, but it's definitely one where I have some occasional trouble, slight trouble pinpointing what are the main influences of it. Like, there's a whole smorgasbord of influences that go behind my cartoon art style. There's a little bit of Simpsons, a little bit of Ren and Stimpy, a little bit of, well, pretty much any mid-century looking cartoon like Dexter's Lab or The Fairy Odd Parents or Kermit Evil, and also a little bit of Looney Tunes, especially the Chuck Jones shorts, and yeah, a little bit of Rocko's Modern Life too, like just a whole bunch of influences that go on. But no, I think that is one of the keys to making it unique. It is a big combo of those influences, all those cartoon styles that you love to see, whether it's through watching the animations on TV or with the movies, or even seeing like other people's artwork and take influence from their awesome styles. Okay, yeah, Jason has mentioned that, yes, he did cover one Saturday morning out of order last September to celebrate the Bucks' 20th anniversary, and the other eras will be covered in free additional compilations posted today. Okay, Starfreeze asks to know what episode is playing in the background. Okay, so it's some classic Disney shorts. It's I'll show you. Yeah, you guys may remember, in the first part I showed you that I got this from the Disney Movie Club, so that's what I'm playing right now in the background, and the short that's playing is Poodle and the Gopher. So yeah, we have Poodle going up against a rodent that isn't Chip and Dale. And by rodent I mean like a semi-anthropomorphic, not a fully anthropomorphic rodent like Mickey and Minnie, which, causes confusion, just like how, people debate on, is Goofy really a dog? Because Poodle's a dog, and, like, okay, Goofy is a dog, okay, no hard debate about it, he is a dog, it's just weird double standards. Or as the hosts of the Art for Fan podcast, Elwood City Wibbits will call it, the animal hierarchy. so probably save my work from now, in case of anything. Okay. Oops. There we go. Anything else that I'm missing? Yes, Norbert is pointing out that some dogs are anthropomorphic, some are actual pet dogs. It's like how in Arthur, they have pets like Arthur's dog Pal and Francine's cat Nemo, but there are anthropomorphic dogs and cats too. Yeah, I know, and you know, it's especially weird, like, in the episode where Francine does get her cat Nemo, you know, Arthur goes on about how he pretty much hates cats. I know he's referring to, like, normal, non-anthropomorphic cats like Nemo, but remember, Sue Ellen is a cat, and Jenna is a cat, and Arthur's friends with them. It's just like how, in the episode called, I think it's called Tales from the Crib, which DW tells the story of how she had to move out of her crib and into a bed. You know, at one point, her dad was showing her, look, there's a bed with monkeys on it. And DW's like, I hate monkeys. I'm like, wow, okay. You do know that Francine and Muffy, who are Arthur's friends, like, they're monkeys too, right? Like, yeah, like I mentioned, the animal hierarchy on Arthur, and pretty much any other cartoon that does it. It's really confusing. Oh yeah, and I also remember there is one shot in the episode Muffy Goes Metropolitan. It was, for a brief shot we see a dog person walking a non-anthropomorphic dog, and I'm like, okay, please, I want my brain to be stable for the rest of my life. I don't want to be broken yet. Let's see. Yes, Jason's quoting Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes back in action. Hey, look, I found Nemo. Which I'm pretty sure that line was put in, like, pretty much at the last minute, sometime in post-production, like, after Finding Nemo came out. Because remember, Finding Nemo came out in May of 2003. Looney Tunes Back in Action came out halfway into, like, 6 months later. So, and something felt off about with Bugs line delivery there. I don't know, I think it's some ADR thing that they did, because, I don't know, from what I can remember, Bugs' lip syncing isn't fully up to match with that line of dialogue. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just a last minute line of dialogue that they recorded before Looney Tunes Back in Action was released. Okay, so Ward Hader is gonna be done soon. Okay guys, I'm gonna come back to you. As always, you guys have some really informative comments for me to read aloud and respond to, because there are several other requests I want to get to here. Just let me finish up with sketching Ward Hader, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna be sketching in like where the black parts are. And a bit of his hood here, so I'll just add that here and morph that detail like this. Okay, word haters looking pretty good. I just want to check some. Oh, Fairy Princess Valentine, welcome. Sadly, she's saying that she has to delay her autism awareness project to next year. She's still struggling from mental burnout. Because of this, she tried to do some Pride Month fan art in June. Plus the Powerpuff Girls 25th anniversary project. Okay. Yeah, you rest yourself. Don't stress yourself too much, Fairy Princess Valentine. Okay, let's see. Moby fans quoted Matt Damon when he appeared on Arthur. You better tell Arthur Reed that he will never eat once this town again. I know Safe for Real's Productions really love to use that weird Matt Damon caricature in his YouTube posts. Okay, so I'm almost done with a word hater. Yeah, I'll just check and see if Tristan has made it in the chat. But if he hasn't, and if he comes like when I move on to the next request, if I know he's there, I'll be like, "Hey, Kristen, what's up? I did your request for Lord Hater. I hope you love it." But yeah, almost done here. So I'm gonna be moving on to the next request in a moment. Once again, just like with last time, the requests are just gonna be sketched out, then they're gonna be finished after the stream. So now I'm just gonna group the word hater sketch. Okay, and now I'm gonna catch up with some more comments before we move on to the next request. Oh, Noble's saying that I thought Francie and Muffy are orangutans. Yeah, you know what? Because their like mouths are probably bigger than like the average, say, monkey. Then yeah, they do look more like apes than like monkeys. Like some people tend to forget the differences. Like they call George from Curious George a monkey, even though he doesn't have a tail. Despite what that Mandela effect thing would tell you, Curious George never had a tail. He never did, so he's technically a chimpanzee, which is an ape, not a monkey. Let's see. See if there's anything I'm missing here. Oh, let's see. Fairy Princess Valentine said that she'd love to see either Seagull or Maple Pines to be drawn. Well, the thing is, Sierra, I think I'm just gonna be sticking to like one request per person, since last time I already drew Maggie Pesky for you. Fortunately, there's not a chance I'll draw like the other request, sorry. Dieter is saying that, personally, I prefer Bob Camp over John Kay as an unpopular opinion. Well, nowadays, within the Ren Stimpy fandom, it's sort of a popular opinion to say that Bob Camp is the true creator of Ren and Stimpy. Even though, for as unlikable of a person John Kay is, like, his contributions to the show shouldn't be ignored completely. Oh, Daniel's here. Welcome. Yes, there may be a chance that I will do your request of Funko Stan. Just wait and see. And Wook is saying, fun fact, the reason why John K. did Son of Step B was so that Nickelodeon would let him write more growth stories. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, that's pretty much true. Like, I read in the I have the Ren and Stimpy history book, Sick World Monkeys, and yes, John K. basically made that just so that, you know, so that he could do like more out there stories. He made one that is one way actually saddening, you know, with Step B sad over the loss of his first fart, but at the end of the day, it's still a cat crying over the loss of his anthropomorphic fart cloud, so there's still some satire behind what is basically a test in how animation can make you feel emotions for pretty much anything, even if it's involving a cat grieving over the loss of his fart. And Sean Caspin, Movie Fan says, also worked on The Simpsons, King of the Hill, Fanboy Jumps Up, and Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja. Oh yeah, I do know. I see this name on King of the Hill a few times. Yep, but he's not Caspin. But he also I know Sean Caspin also directed, I think, at least one episode of Evil Concardi as well, which is Ultimate Evil, which is one of the most famous episodes of the show. Mostly for ghastly belly dancing, but, you know, I know the furries got kicked out of, like Boskov being all buff. Okay. Oh, Kristen's here. Yes. He's saying that Ward Hater's voice actor, Keith Ferguson, will love my drawing. I'm sure he would. Thank you, Kristen, and I'm sure you appreciate it too. And Kristen's saying if I know about Dave the Barbarian. Definitely, I definitely do. It's been years since I watched it on a regular basis though, but I remember it having some really good fourth wall breaking humor, especially the one with Chuckles the Silly Piggy taking over as the narrator. That's the most memorable episode by far. Okay guys, I still love to chat with you and catch up with your comments, but I have to get prepared for the next request. And let's see which one will be next. Until then, until I get my references brought up, I'm going to be put in another intermission. Probably gonna use something other than the 80s Disney Channel bumper, so. Okay. Oh. Hang on, let me just first chew my carrot. Like I'm freaking Bugs Bunny over here, just chewing on my carrot, but... Yep, hope you guys enjoyed those Toon Disney bumpers. Okay, So yeah, I'm gonna be doing Elemental SW's requests. She wants me to draw a character from the replacement, which is Riley Darren, one of the main characters, voiced by my beloved Gray Delisle. And I sometimes forget that Gray even voices Riley. It might have to do with me not being much of a watcher of the replacements to begin with, but I don't know. I haven't watched much of Danny Phantom either, but I always remember that Gray is voice of Sam Manson, so So yes, I'm finally gonna be drawing some replacements fan art for you, Elemental. I hope you appreciate it. Let's put back on the music. Yeah, Jason's singing the theme song to the replacements. Todd and Riley's were so sad. Then they came across a Funko ad. Yeah, that's one of the few memorable things about the replacements for me, along with the talking car. But then later, as I got older, there was sort of an attempt to get more into the replacements, basically because I realized that I kind of overlooked the beauty of Agent K, just one of several Disney Channel MILFs, and more specifically, just among several cartoon MILFs voiced by the lovely Cap Susie. I'll probably really want me to draw Agent K, but I know Elemental has suggested in the past that I draw Riley, so Riley it is instead. And yep, I'm going for the first season here. So, funny thing, the replacements and American Dragon Jake Wong, even though I barely watched either, so I still felt a little annoyed when they have to change the character designs in their respective second seasons. I mean, with Agent K, it's sort of a case like with Major Dr. Gasly and Evil Concarne when that show was redesigned for its second season. She's just as hot as she is with her first season design, but with the other characters, I don't know, they look better with their first season. With their first season look, I should say. Let's see. Oh yeah, Deidre's mentioned that the two Disney bumpers were pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Okay, so you see in those bumpers, right? They include clips or rather, they reuse animations from Mickey Mouse Works, which premiered on May 1st, 1999, the same Saturday as SpongeBob. But here that I say 1999, and presumably those bumpers were shown in 1998, which was before Mickey Mouse Works premiered. So, if anything, correct me if I'm wrong, those two Disney bumpers might be one of the very first instances of us seeing elements of Mickey Mouse Works before it actually premiered on ABC or Disney's One Saturday Morning. And I know, there's a thing called Animation Web Time, which, these things, they take almost a full year to produce one season, and I'm working on several episodes simultaneously. So, I don't know, they pretty much, sometime in 1998, whatever was completed of Mickey Mouse Works at that time, they thought, hey, let's just give it to this design agency studio to do the bumpers for this new Disney channel that's basically a Disney answer to Cartoon Network, which is Toon Disney. Okay, see if there's anything else I'm missing. Oh, Oh, so Funko is actually pronounced Funko. Okay, thanks, Jason. Yep, and continue the theme song. They sent away a $8.90. They sent away a $1.98 super spy ball and a daredevil of a dad. Jason's asking if I heard of Ethan Van Sciver. His art style is amazing. The name doesn't instantly ring a bell, honestly. Star Wars accent. Anything playing in the background? Yep, but it's still these classic cartoons here. It's equipped with Disney's Fast Play, and fortunately, it's one of the DVDs in which Fast Play actually works. It goes straight to the main program. Basically, there's no previews on that DVD. So yeah, it just has the ability to repeat itself. Okay. So, Moby Fan is mentioned that apparently Butch Hartman worked on Mickey Mouse Works as a storyboard artist for segments. He's not credited on House of Mouse because they didn't they did credit animators for the Mouseworks segments. That's interesting. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if that even is like 100% true. Like that might be interesting, but I don't know. He might have been working on. There might be a possibility he might have worked on Mickey Mouse Works as an uncredited storyboard artist, but I don't know if that may be 100% true. But because like within the time frame that House or Mickey Mouse Works was in production, like Butch, he had already left Hanna-Barbera and he went to Nickelodeon to develop the Fairly Odd Parents back when it was part of Oh Yeah Cartoons. So I don't know where within that time frame he might have maybe a little bit of freelance work, but I don't know, because you have to. Yeah, sometimes IMDb isn't always reliable. Like I remember hearing an interview with the legendary Floyd Norman, and the interviewer she was going through Floyd's IMDb page, and basically confirming whether or not he worked on each of the projects that she's naming off of Floyd's IMDb profile. Like for example, she mentions that Rocco's Modern Life was on Floyd's IMDb, and Floyd said nope, he didn't work on Rocco's Modern Life, but he did feel it was a good looking show regardless. But yeah, if Butch really did work on Mickey Mouse Works, that is interesting. I mean, the one thing for Disney that I know he did, he worked on Pocahontas actually. He was part of the live action reference team, in which they filmed live action reference for the animators to copy the motions of the characters. Jay said, "What? Fast Play is actually doing its job? That's surprising." Yeah. Of course, it's not the only one. I also have Incredibles 2 on DVD and Blu-ray, and yep, the DVD, it goes straight to the movie. No previews. They show the previews afterwards, after the movie. Well, specifically after the short bow, but yeah. An awesome instance of Fast Play doing its job. Okay, so Riley's body is sort of like tilted forward like this. Then we're gonna draw like her waistband or belt or whatever it is. Okay, everybody, just a fair reminder, if you're just tuning in, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. And if you're a newcomer, make sure you subscribe, because I stream on pretty regular basis, including these art streams. So yes, if you're a newcomer, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, because that definitely makes the algorithm recommend more of my previous content to you guys. Norbor's point out how that the art style to the replacements is kind of similar to Wayside. You know what? Yeah, it kind of is. You know, it falls under the category of those 2000s cartoons that have a little bit of style to them, like some mid-century influence, if you will. I remember Moby Fan mentioned in a previous stream in the chat that David Cutler, who was also one of the character designers on The Critic, he's responsible for the character designs on the replacements. Make sure you correct me if I'm wrong, Moby Fan. Let's see, anything else? Which story is playing on the background? Oh, it's the famous band concert. Mickey's first official short in full Technicolor. I think Mickey appeared in color in something else, but this is like his real short, in which, yep, it's fully colored. And I saw this in the previous part, but it comes with a special infograph that's based on the poster for this iconic short. So I actually have it on DVD twice, because if you remember, the first time I did my little Disney Movie Club haul, I showed off my copy of Make Mine Music, you know, the package film that isn't on Disney Plus for some reason, and one of the bonus features is the band concert, but they did really remaster it. And also used like a copy or a print of it that's from the 50s, which is why they use like the Wader Mickey Mouse title card, and also has the Buena Vista logo at the beginning. But with this release here, it has like pretty much the original print of it remastered. So as someone who likes to listen to people, real professional animation nerd historian people like Jerry Beck and Zach Komorowski, like, you know, I pretty much have that understanding of, you know, like when it comes to restoring Golden Age cartoons, and, you know, like the whole debate of whether or not if it's that much of a big deal to have the Looney Tunes cartoons have their original title cards restored from their Blue Ribbon re-releases. Okay, so Two Tail Spuns is showing. The Two Tail Spuns is giving a good suggestion. If I one day share drawings from my sketchbook, yeah, I'll absolutely love to do a video showing off my sketchbooks, particularly the older ones that have already been completed. You know, kind of look back at how far, just to see how far my art style has come. I believe like the only video that I did in which I gave a tour of my sketchbook was one when I just started this channel. I think it's called, I don't know, sketchbook tour of my Barry Toons characters. I don't know, you have to dig really deep into on my channel to find it. But yeah, I'd love to do some sketchbook tour videos, so how far I've come. So thank you for that idea, Two Tail Spuns. Definitely consider it. Let's see. let's see, Justin's accent. Which Disney Channel bumper that scared me when I was little? Honestly, none of them. Remember, I'm a Family Channel person, so that's how I got to watch most of the Disney Channel content here in Canada. So I never grew up with any Disney Channel bumpers like during my childhood. Like Disney Channel wouldn't even come to Canada officially until 2015. But I will say, one that is creepy but not really traumatizing is the one from the 80s. I remember seeing this, I believe I first saw it on Retro Junk. The bumper, the series, part of the series of bumpers in which you have the disembodied Mickey hands doing stuff. He has a dream in which he's pretty much being chased by a walking glove that's just doing this. And, in the background are a bunch of previous bumpers. I don't know, it's not scary, more amusing than anything. Yeah, Jason pointed out that the reason why I make my music isn't on Disney Plus is because of the gun violence in its opening segment, The Gunman and the Coys, which was cut out all of the home video releases. Yeah, I know that is weird, like, if by that logic, I guess Warner Bros. Should have removed all of the gun jokes in the classic Warner Bros. Shorts. So yeah, it's kind of weird on Disney's part to withhold having make my music on there because of that scene. I may be wrong, but I think Melody Time had a scene that was censored for its home video release, but it got restored when it was added to Disney Plus. Excuse me, when it was added to Disney Plus. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Fixing up right away here. Oh, let me see. Moby Fans asking, since I'm from Canada, how did I watch Sesame Street growing up? Since PBS doesn't exist there. Oh no, PBS does show in Canada, and that is how I was able to watch Sesame Street. One specific station that I grew up with on PBS is WNED, which represented Buffalo, New York, and Toronto, Ontario. So yeah, PBS does show here in Canada, Moby Fan. So yeah, that's how I was able to watch Sesame Street and Arthur and Between the Lions and several other nostalgic shows. I know Sesame Street did have a Canadian version called Sesame Park, but I have very vague memories of it, and it did last forever, basically because they realized, hey, here in Canada we could get the real Sesame Street on PBS, so we don't necessarily need the Canadian one. Even though by that logic, I guess if you could see, for example, if you could see Family Feud, like the American one that's currently hosted by Steve Harvey, then maybe assuming that the Canadian version of Family Feud is still going on, I don't know, but probably we don't need it anymore since Canadians can already view like the Steve Harvey version. I don't know. So yeah, Moby Fan, we are able to get the major, several of the major broadcast networks here in Canada. We get ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, PBS, the CW, My Network TV. So yeah, we're good here in the old Maple Leaf country. Okay. Almost done with Riley. Elemental, if you're still in the chat, I hope you're appreciating my sketch here. It'll be finished after the stream. And yeah, Jason, I do love Family Feud, specifically for the Steve Harvey seasons, because I don't have much memories of watching like the earlier ones. But yes, Steve Harvey is an excellent host, just the way he reacts to some of the contestants' answers. But one memorable moment regarding Family Feud that I do want to mention regarding like the older seasons. You know, some of you may know this already, but there was an episode in 1989 in which one of the competing families was the Roof family, and there's this teenage girl named Erin. She had a pass for acting, and she loves to do voice impersonations of like the Wizard of Oz. And okay, yeah, I'm not gonna be around, but you know I'm talking about Grey DeWile. You know, her humble beginnings as a Family Feud contestant before rising to fame voicing characters like Riley over here. So with that being said, I know Grey, she absolutely loves the Wizard of Oz ever since childhood, as she would voice in several Wizard of Oz adjacent scenes. She played Dorothy in the Tom and Jerry Wizard of Oz crossover movies. She's also a huge Judy Garland fan. In fact, I remember Kristen telling me when he got a chance to speak with Grey, Grey told him that Judy Garland's actually one of the inspirations for Major Dr. Gatsby's voice on Evil Concarde. And I could definitely hear it like in the earlier episodes of that show, whereas by the second season, I don't know, Grey seems to have done the exact same voice for Frankie Foster for Gasway, like when he became more dramatic of a character. Let's see. Oh, actually, Moby fan, Arthur did air on CBC. I remember they aired the older hand-drawn seasons, like in the 2000s, but they took it off for years until the show moved to Flash, and they started bringing back Arthur on CBC, starting with season 16, and I don't know if it's still syndicated on there because TVO has also began airing those later seasons of the show. But yeah, Arthur did air on CBC, Moby fan. One of my favorite episodes of Arthur, oh, I have several, just to name a few off the top of my head. There's the classic Arthur's Almost Live Not Real Music Festival, which is basically as beloved with Arthur fans as 22 Short Films about Springfield is with Simpsons fans. And I know everybody loves the library card song, I do too, but I don't know, I feel like the Jekyll and Mr. Hyde song is just as much of a banger. Star Wars accent if I know about Sophia the First. Yes, I do. Never really watched it, especially since especially since Sophia is like below my demographic, but I see glimpses of it and I know what the basic premise is. It's basically about, you know what, it's basically Teletoon's adventures but Disney princess. but to know how the Tiny Toons are, you know, they're spiritual successors to the Looney Tunes, and they're being mentored by the original Looney Tunes characters. Whereas with Sophia the First, Sophia is being mentored by the official Disney princesses. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of what I really know about the premise of Sophia. And funnily enough, I never really watched much of Tiny Toon Adventures either, aside from like the movie. So I'm not as hyped up for like the new Tiny Toons as some other folks are, but I did see the trailer for it and love the animation style for sure. On par with Animaniacs 2020 and Looney Tunes cartoons. I'm trying to remember who's animating it. I'm not talking about Warner Bros. Animation, but I'm talking about what the animation service behind Tiny Toons University, like if it's Titmouse or if it's Snippo Animation or Yow's, you know, people like those. Norbert's accent. What are my thoughts on Our First Perfect Christmas and It's Only Rock and Roll? Our First Perfect Christmas, you know, I pretty much could count that as one of my favorite Arthur episodes, even though it's technically a special. But yeah, that's one special that I try my best to make sure that it's a yearly tradition that I watch. I always loved it, and It's Only Rock and Roll. I remember, I don't have strong memories of it airing on TV. Maybe because, I don't know, maybe it's because of licensing with the Backstreet Boys, why it rarely airs on TV anyway, like, aside from, like, the recent marathon last year for a series finale of Arthur, but that was a pretty good special too, and I love how the songs that were sung in it by the band that Fern and Francine developed, You Stink, they reference that song in a later episode of Breezy Whistling Blues. And then there's I remember the side plot of Arthur, Buster, and George starting their own band called We Stink, and they only have like one song that's so bad that's funny, and they reference that song too in Breezy Whistling Blues. So yeah, even the Arthur stuff that rarely replays on TV, the main Arthur show was able to reference. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with Riley for now, so I'm just gonna move on to the next request. Catch up with any more comments before we move on. Let's see. Okay, so it seems like let me see here. Okay, so Deidre is mentioning Snippo Animation, so maybe they are the ones behind Tiny Toons University. Not too sure. See if there's anything else I'm missing before we move on to the next request. Let's see. Let's see. Jason's saying that, funnily enough, both episodes that we mentioned are the lowest rated on IMDb, which is unfortunate for DW's library card, since it paired with Arthur's Big Hit. Yes, Arthur's Big Hit, which has a complicated moral, but at least we got the meme out of it. I told you not to touch it. And yeah, he also brings up, so funny I forgot to laugh, with Arthur uncharacteristically bully Suellen. Yeah, I know, like, that annoyed me too when I saw it, like 10 years ago. And it's one of those episodes that's so bad, it's just amusing how they just got away with kind of ruining Arthur's character for a bit. Okay. Let's see. Disney World or Disneyland. Starfleet's asking if I ever went to those places. Nope, but it's on my bucket list. Oh, Ready Man is here. Hello. Okay, so yeah, so I just finished like the second request here, which is for Elemento of SW, which is Riley from the replacement. Okay, so I'm gonna be moving on to the next request. Let's see, and this is gonna be like another case in which the clip that I'm going to show might give you a hint of who I'm going to be tackling next.
This summer, whoa, Disney Channel's taking you to Gravity Falls, a mysterious town
Go check it out. Bud Island.
just north of Normal.
In this town, anything is possible. Ghosts, zombies, could be months before we find our first clue.
Take a trip to Gravity Falls, a brand new series coming this summer to Disney Channel. This summer, whoa, Disney Channel's taking you to Gravity Falls, a mysterious town.
Go check it out.
Yep, drawing a Gravity Falls character, more specifically Croco Stan, who was requested by Daniel. Okay, let's get started with him. Wait, let me put back on my music. Yep. So yep, as I mentioned before, Gravity Falls is one of my favorite Disney shows, like, from the moment that it premiered, like, over a decade ago. And essentially that same promo that I showed was also shown on Family Channel. But, you know, they have to edit it because, you know, you're not watching it on Disney Channel because it didn't exist in Canada back then. You're watching it on Family. So, yep, I remember the clips that were shown, including the one from the episode where Dipper, Mabel, and Seuss are looking for the Gobble Walker. I think that's what's called, that sea serpent. So yeah, Gravity Falls instantly had me hooked, but I might have mentioned this before, but I initially thought that Dipper and Mabel, you know, I didn't know they were related. I thought they were just friends on the summer vacation, but no, they're actually twins. Well, of course, the internet doesn't care about that. And Croco Stan over here, definitely one of the best characters. And one joke that he says in I believe that same episode that I mentioned is the one where, you know, he's saying that my ex-wife misses me, but her aim is getting better. Her aim is getting better. Okay, so an interesting thing about Croco Stan here. So, of course I know now, he's voiced by Alex Hurst, the creator of the show, who also voices Seuss and Old Man McGucket and other characters, who none of them sound alike, so he's pretty much as diverse as Seth MacFarlane when it comes to cartoon creators who also voice characters that they created. But I almost thought that he might have been voiced by, I forgot his name, but I actually thought he was voiced by this Canadian voice actor. I think his name is Patrick McKenna. I may be wrong, but he does the voice of Two-Legged Joe from Spliced, and he also voiced the character in Crash Canyon, you know, that Teletoon at Night show about all these people who are stuck below a canyon, and it looks, speaking of Seth MacFarlane, that show looks very MacFarlane-esque. But yeah, I thought Croco Stan was voiced by that guy until I found out, no, he's voiced by the creator of Gravity Falls. Let's see. Okay, so the History Channel oversimplified also told Drunko Stan's joke. And I think it was in their video about the Civil War. Interesting. So another Drunko Stan fact that I want to randomly bring up. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but in 2017, Alex Hurst, Rebecca Sugar, Ian Jones-Cordy, and Dana Terrace were able to get together to do a charity stream, where just drawing requests, mostly drawing like their own characters. And at one point, Alex was singing in Stan's voice the song from Steven Universe, Giant Woman. Which is, I'm very casual with Steven Universe, so I don't really know like the context behind that song, but just hearing Stan sing it is definitely worthy of a laugh. And no, Stan, that won't be the last time we hear Stan's singing career. We also hear him sing the Phineas and Ferb theme song on Disney Channel's YouTube channel. Let's see. Oh, Kristen. Yes, that is definitely Clarence Nash as Donald. The short that's playing right now is Mr. Duck Steps Out. And Clarence Nash also voices Donald's nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and most uncomfortably, he voices Daisy too. Yes, this was back when, I don't know, they just thought Daisy was literally Donald with a hair bow. And even to a worse extent than Minnie basically being Mickey and drag. Well, we saw Minnie was almost always voiced by a woman. I know she was initially voiced by Walt Disney along with Mickey. But with Daisy, she just has Donald's voice and it's jarring, to say the least. Okay, let's see if there's Ace in here. Moby fans point out that JT Quinto co-wrote and storyboarded the episode Face and Ferb, Jerk the Soleil, and also worked on Camp Roswell and Flapjack before creating a regular show. Oh, I already know he worked on Flapjack and Camp Roswell, but I wasn't really aware of his involvement with Face and Ferb, honestly. And of course, some aspects of regular show were pretty much already created before J.G. Quinto entered Cartoon Network Studios, like as an intern, and then like as play a bigger role in the Marvelous Adventures of Flapjack, since he did the shorts, The Naive Man from Wally Land, which introduced Pops, and 2 in the AM PM, which technically introduced us to Mordecai and Benson, even though they're actually hallucinations of J.G. Quinto's and Sam Marin's self-inserts. And in a way, you could also say it also introduced us to Josh from Close Enough, since he literally is just a cartoon version of J.G. Quinto, and not in a more metaphorical sense with Mordecai. Probably just straight Funko Stan's right ear just a bit. So Daniel's mentioned that that symbol on his face is outdated. It now looks like it now resembles a Pac-Man with a fist tail eating a pellet. Oh yeah, I do know about the controversy of like having to re-edit Stan's fez when Gravity Falls was added to Disney Plus. So let me see. Let me just give me a moment here. Yeah, probably this is this will be better. There we go. Yeah, just change that symbol here. Where's my eraser? Here it is. There we go. Yeah, this seems better. Okay, yeah, thanks for reminding me of Daniel. Oops. No. Just, there we go. Just Stan's expressive here. Okay, I'm just gonna move him over here. Yeah, so it's gonna be doing his head here. Which cartoon is playing now? Let's see. I think it's Boat Builders, or it could be Tugboat Mickey. Let me be sure. Yeah, it's Boat Builders. Okay, but it seems like they didn't. Oh, there might be a possibility that they did have the original tile cards for it, since I don't know, just jump cuts to the Boat Builders tile card from the Mickey Mouse tile card, since they used the Mickey Mouse tile card from like the 40s. Let's see. Let's see what else is here. Noble saying, "Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool how you made the bomb with image of the picture look like it's getting closer, like it's in 3D. I didn't know how I did it. Oh, the bottom left. Let's see. Oh, okay. Duriel's Doorbird. Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about when I was transforming Drunko Stan. Yeah, so all you have to do is just press Control T and hold down on the Control key, and then yeah, I could change the perspective of my wearer, like this. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for noticing, Norbert. I was briefly having trouble knowing what you were talking about, but no, I believe that was what you're talking about, like the way I'm able to transform my layers in Critter like this. Okay. Okay guys, so just want to let you know that we are already an hour 22 minutes into the stream. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be working on like 4 more requests, and that will be it. So yeah, so just let me finish Drunko Stan here. Just his headshot. But yeah, in the meantime, in case you haven't, hit the like button if you're enjoying this stream, and also make sure that you subscribe if you're a newcomer. Whether if you're a newcomer watching this as it's live, or if you're a newcomer watching like the replay, the increase in subscriber count would be much appreciated for more streams like these. Okay, so I'm almost done with drawing Stan's headshot here. Hope you appreciate it, Daniel. Probably tilt him a bit. There we go. Okay, it's just gonna save Stan. Okay. I'm glad you appreciate Daniel. Let's see. Okay, so Norbert said that he DM'd me in Twitter about a joke, the joke that he mentioned, a video that he mentioned that uses Grunkle Stan's but her aim is getting better joke. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out whenever I can. But yes, in the meantime, I'm pretty much done with Stan for now. I'm glad you appreciate the sketch, Daniel. Just gonna group him. Here we go. Alright, now we're gonna move on to our next request. As I do, here's some more quips.
This summer,
Walt Disney will return in just a moment. We now return to Walt Disney. Up next inside Walt Disney, it's Mysteries of the Deep. Then stay tuned for the Disney classic Old Yeller. It's all coming up right here on Disney. Coming up next, it's the Disney classic Old Yeller. Then stay tuned for the magic of Walt Disney World. It's all coming up inside Walt Disney.
Alright, so this request is for Starfy. We're drawing another character from the 2013 Paul Ruddis Mickey Mouse cartoons. Or, sorry, Paul Rudis. Yep, it's the one and only Goofy. We were talking about him a while ago on the stream, talking about, you know, the confusion that people still have about is he really a dog or some other creature, because Poodle's a dog, but, like, just stop. If anybody has watched the movie Stand By Me, let me know. You might remember the scene where the kids were asking, you know, Mickey's a mouse, Donald is a duck, but what the hell is Goofy? Yep. Goofy is looking, especially Goofy, like his design. Though some people say that his design like might be the ugliest out of this style. A part of me partially agrees, but I mostly find it to be amusing. Hang on a moment. So yeah, about Goofy's design. Oh, hang on. Just have to do a little something. There we go. So yeah, about Goofy's design here, I like how it is an exaggerated take on it's a combination of his more familiar design and also back in his earlier days when he was known as Dippy Dog in his first appearance in the short Mickey's Review, where, you know, he was just this curmudgeon looking, or no, not really curmudgeon, but I don't know, he sort of looked older than he actually is, so just laughing like a goof, essentially. And Goofy evolved from there. So yeah, I like how this design here took elements from that early incarnation of Mickey, or incarnation of Goofy. Let's see. Yes, I know you're excited, Starfy, for your Goofy requests. I'll just put back on the music. Just gonna shrink them down. There we go. Let's see this anything else that I missed. Deidre has mentioned that the bumpers that I just played kind of sound like the Disney Afternoon bumpers because the announcer. Oh, okay. Let's see. Kristen's asking if I heard of Zombie College. Yes, I have heard of Zombie College, and yep, I know that there is some Futurama people behind it, as Moby Fan is pointed out. Like, for example, one of the writers, Eric Kaplan, and the voice actors like Billy West and John DiMaggio, and I believe Tress McNeil as well. Oh yeah, I do know that Babyland Creations had the great opportunity to meet Goofy, or rather the voice of Goofy, Bill Farmer. And I thought that was like an amazing conversation. Definitely must have been an amazing experience for Simon, for him to meet with Goofy. And he also spoke with the voice of Mickey, the current voice of Mickey outside of these shorts, Brett Iwan. Now, all that's left for him, as far as the sensational Disney free goes, is, you know, Tony Anselmo, Donald Duck. The one thing that I found out recently, apparently with Donald, like even though Tony Anselmo has been pretty consistent with voicing Donald since the 80s, since Clarence Nass passed away. Well, actually, I don't remember how soon Tony got the role of Donald, if it was before or after Clarence Nass passed away. But yeah, the point I'm trying to get at here is, even though Tony has voiced Donald pretty consistently for decades, I realized that in I think it was in Mickey Mouse Mixed Up Adventures, Donald was voiced by a different voice actor. I found it to be pretty interesting. I wonder how well he was able to pull off that Donald voice, since there are very few people who could pull it off. I think the only other people I can think of who could do a great Donald impression is Donald Duck. You know, Donald DUCC, you know, that TikTok guy who uses a Donald Duck puppet. And also a Dub H dude, you know, the YouTuber who used to react to Super Mario Woken videos, but now he plays mostly just does Let's Play videos, and he will occasionally do his hilarious Donald Duck impressions, like whenever he's annoyed, or just to be funny. Johnny is saying that 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 when it comes to Zombie Island, that Greg Eagles, aka Grim from Billy and Mandy, is in it. Ah, okay. I don't know if I ever remember seeing his name like in the cast whenever I briefly googled about it, but yeah, that's also out. So definitely check out Zombie Collins for him in particular, and like the other voice actors that I love who are in it. I'll bet I can't get Zombie Collins confused for Creepwood, which is another zombie-themed web cartoon that Kristen got me into. But that one, Creepwood, it has Tom Kenny, Gray DeLisle, and Kyrie Payton in it. So yeah, it's basically SpongeBob, Veronica from Fairly Odd Parents, and Cyborg all fighting zombies. Okay, so what we found is clarifying. Clarence actually taught Tony how to do the dog voice a year prior in case Clarence passed away, and coincidentally, he did take over right after his death. Oh, that's interesting. It reminds me of how like another performer of a beloved fictional bird, when it comes to Big Bird, Carol Spinney had Matt Vogel be Big Bird's understudy for many years until eventually Carol, he retired in 2018 and then passed away about a year later, and you know, Matt Vogel became the permanent Big Bird performer. But of course, the difference is that Tony Elsalmo became the official voice of Donald like much quicker than Matt became the full-time Big Bird. Okay, so we have Goofy looking like especially Goofy here with his sort of bean-shaped body. Oh yeah, and another notable thing with this Goofy, which is referenced in his earlier design, is that he has a tail. So yeah, this is definitely the most dog-like, probably the most dog-like Goofy has been. At least one of the most dog-like iterations of Goofy's design. But still people are confused. Let's see. Okay, so Jason pointed out that another person who does a great Donald voice is Brian Hall, who eventually became a professional voice actor by replacing Adam Sandler as Dracula in Hotel Transylvania. Oh yeah, I don't know if I ever heard this Donald person before, but I'm sure it is amazing. Let's see. Yeah, Deidre, I do know about, by the way, welcome back to Corey. He was just working on something. Let's see. Yeah, I do know about Mickey's Twice Upon Christmas, which is Mickey's first CGI production. And I mean, the CGI on it does look a bit better than Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. But yeah, I see that special or movie quite a few times, and technically it's less good than Mickey's Once Upon Christmas, but still enjoyable. The segment that I probably enjoyed like the most is it might be the one where Donald is Donald pretty much just wants a peaceful and quiet Christmas. and just sitting around his armchair sipping on a giant cup of hot chocolate. But, you know, he just gets annoyed with all the commercialization of Christmas. I mean, it's no Charlie Brown Christmas, but I don't know, eventually lightens up. Another interesting moment here in that special, since we're drawing Goofy here, is the song with Max. You know, he has a new girlfriend. Yeah, I don't know what happened between him and Roxanne from a Goofy movie, but yeah, Max has a different girlfriend who comes over, and Goofy, of course, he's being goofy, the adjective, and also like just being himself. So Max is just feeling a little embarrassed, so he takes some time off, but then realizes that, you know, even though you are eccentric, Dad, you're still my dad. I love you. So yeah, that's pretty much like the moral of that story with Goofy and Max, is that sometimes family members can embarrass you, but you know, you love them at the end of the day, and especially during Christmas time, you have to like show that level of admiration. Oh, let's see here. Moby Fan is mentioning that Babby Floyd, who replaced Chris Phillips as the voice of Nick Jr.'s mascot Face, he later passed away in 2013, but he also has done voice work for Courage the Cowardly Dog and Between the Lions. Yes, I do know that Chris Phillips, who's thankfully still with us, he does the voice of Cliffhanger. Wow, I didn't realize he voiced Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff, and that's why he's called Cliffhanger. But for sure I remember he voiced Roger in the Disney seasons of Doug replacing Billy West. So yeah, thanks for pointing those out. Okay, hope you're liking my Goofy sketch so far, Starfy. Oh, let's see. Chris has pointed out that Jim Megan, who wrote a Goofy movie, also wrote Casper: A Spirited Beginning. Cool for pointing that out. Okay, let's see. Jason is saying that actually Mickey's Twice Upon Christmas was going to feature Roxanne, but CGI crew had trouble rendering her hair. In fact, Max's girlfriend in Mickey's Twice Upon Christmas shares the same voice actress, further proof that it was a last-minute decision. Wow, I might have heard that fact before, that that Roxanne and what's her name have the same voice actress, but wow. Well, you know, I don't know, they could just have Roxanne with a different haircut, not the same one from a Goofy movie, but you know, have that same short haircut and have it be red. the same short haircut as like the other woman. Oh. Yes, okay, so Norbert, it's just Nelson that Kristen it's in the chat. He's been here by the time I finished up his request for Ward Hater. It mentioned that Keith Ferguson would like it. So it's I thank you for that comment, Kristen. Oh yes, I do know that when Roxanne appeared on House of Mouse, it was Gray the Wyo who voices her. And Kristen has mentioned that Goofy is one of his favorite Kingdom Hearts party members. Also, I never played once Kingdom Hearts. I do know that it's about Mickey. Well, Mickey's not really much of a major character in it, but it's really about Goofy, Donald, and Sora. Sora, is he originally from Final Fantasy? But yeah, it's this collaboration between Disney and that other like video game studio. It's the most ambitious crossover before Infinity War came out. I do know that there's also something about keys that plays a part, or rather a key part in the gameplay of Kingdom Hearts, because, I don't know, basically just saw a clip from Mickey Mouse Works, or House of Mouse, with, like, Goofy's just pulling out all these different keys, and the title of that upload was just referencing Kingdom Hearts, so, I don't know, I may be wrong, again, I don't have much knowledge on Kingdom Hearts to really talk about it. Okay, yeah, Sora is an original character. Square Enix made Kingdom Hearts. Okay, thanks for clarifying, Kristen. And Deetra's saying that I did an amazing job with Goofy. Thank you. Okay, just gonna briefly sketch his shoes. So we have pretty much half an hour left for the stream. Oh, let me know. Okay, so again, this is just, you guys gave me just as cool of a bunch of requests as you did with the Teletoon one. So I was wondering, all in favor for a part 3? I won't guarantee that'll be next week though. Maybe like the week after. I don't know, like whatever. But yeah, all in favor for a part 3 of the stream? Say aye. And if I see like at least 10 people say aye, then yeah, I might do part 3 of this. Okay, so far Jay is saying aye. See if there's like, just wait for like 9 more. Okay, I'm done with Goofy for now. Just gonna save him. Okay, so Kristen saying I, and okay, so Norbert, he's pretty much indifferent whether I'll do a part 3 or do the rest of them in the stream. But yeah, obviously I'm not gonna be doing all of the remaining requests for the stream. Just doing like probably up to 5. Probably I'm going until like around 9 o'clock in my area, like to do the stream. So yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay, let's just make sure that I'm properly accounting these to their. Okay, so yeah, we got 1, 2. Okay, pretty much count Norbert, since he doesn't care whether or not I do it. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I think that's 9 that I got here. Oh yeah, Moby fan, I definitely saw the tribute that that Floyd Norman did for his good pal Leo D. Sullivan by drawing Fat Albert and the gang. Yeah, I do know that Floyd Norman and Leo Sullivan, they helped create the pilot episode for Fat Albert like back in 1969 at their own studio, Vignette Films, and Floyd talked about it on his blog. Really interesting story. Okay, so you know what? I feel like 9 is like a good enough number to be like, yeah, a part 3 could be possible. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing the final requests. Let's see. So once again, I have my list. Here of who I'm going to draw. So yeah, I have my list here of who I'm definitely going to draw, so just stick with that, and yep, it's gonna be time for the final requests, and I'm just gonna be getting my reference photo of who I'm going to be drawing. Okay, here we go. Yes, awesome. Okay, this one looks better. Yeah, this reference photo looks better. Okay, so yeah, just gonna silence Goofy. I'm gonna put in the sketch layer, and who's going to draw? We're gonna be drawing none other than everybody's favorite Ren and Stimpy ripoff that isn't cow and chicken, Snookums and Meat. Yes. I'll probably put more emphasis on like their heads because you know I want because of time constraints. But you know I can't resist drawing these guys. It's not really so much because I'm a huge fan of Snookums and Meat, but just so much that I really like its art direction. Like yeah, I'm definitely aware that it is a Ren and Stimpy wannabe, but I don't know. It's good looking so in its own right. The character designs, I remember looking at the model pack for it, and the character designs is done by a Ren and Stimpy artist named Mike Fontanelli. I believe I'm saying his name correctly. So, yep, gonna be drawing Snookums. Well, what could Snookums be doing? I guess Snookums, he could be looking shocked. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have Snookums look pretty shocked at Meat. You know, Meat is just drooling with delight, has his tongue sticking out, so he's producing like lots of saliva, and Snookums is just so horrified by all of this water coming out of Meat's mouth. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, part 3 will definitely be possible. And who knows, I might draw Kim possible in that third part. But yes, this one, if unfortunately I can't remember the name of the person who requested it. In fact, I'm just gonna double check on the community tab of who requested it. Here, hang on. Just bear with me. Or should I say, Winnie the Pooh, bear with me. Okay, yeah, Radioactive, I think it's Radioactive Animation Studios who requested it. Wait. Just looking at the last announcement stream, well, just want to double check if it was him. Yep, Radioactive requested for me. And that is an amazing request, honestly. Not so much because the show itself, but more because of, like, you know, I like these guys' designs. Let's see. Yeah, Norbert, Still Comes to Meet, along with Aladdin, the series, is among the very few Disney afternoon shows not on Disney+. In the case of Aladdin, to be honest, I have very little idea. I speculated it might be because, I don't know, something to do with Robin Williams' estate, even though Robin Williams doesn't even play the genie in the show. And as for Still Comes to Meet's absence, well, it's not really a well-liked show anyway, because, you know, it being a blatant Ren and Stimpy wannabe and all. And even though it's technically not a Disney afternoon show, like, there's also Marsupilami, which Still Comes to Meet actually originated on as a backup segment. I don't think we'll see that one anytime soon. Hang on. Just that my mouse was kind of having a brief fit. Here we go. So yeah, just gonna be putting emphasis on their upper admins here. So yep, from the 6th person. And I know, like, when it comes to Still Comes to Meet, it's created by Bill Cobb, who is much better known for creating Eek the Cat, which I have not seen a full episode of, but I don't know, it's basically Garfield if he were a coward. Like, when you think of it, Eek kind of looks like Garfield, but, you know, it's like Garfield mixed with Courage the Cowardly Dog. I know Courage did exist back in 1992, but, I don't know. That's like the best comparison that I could make. Like comparing two characters. I forgot the story. I believe I saw somewhere of how Bill was able to create Still Comes to Meet, like briefly leave Nelvana, which was where he created Eek the Cat, and to do this show for Disney. But yeah, I think he mentioned something about, yeah, Disney does want a piece of that Ren and Stimpy pie, so yeah, they just have him make this show. Oh yeah, and Jason's pointing out that Still Comes to Meet originally wasn't originally going to have the top characters at all. It was just going to be Piff Possum and Tex Tinstar. And only for the Disney executives to force Bill Cobb to create blatant Ren Stimpy knockoffs. Okay, so yeah, so thanks for clarifying. Okay, Norbert, take care of yourself and make sure you have a good birthday on Monday. So yes, so we're almost done with here. So it's going sketches Stuckums. And then we're gonna be having some meat in here, which is funny. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Stuckums and Meat actually did have merchandise. Well, I don't know if you could call like food products merchandise in the same sense as like a toy or clothes, but yeah, Stuckums and Meat did have its own canned pasta, and the and on the can it says this product does not contain any meat. Meat is a character created by Buena Vista Television. Okay, but by that logic, should you also be telling them that there isn't any Stuckums either? but then again, you have to interpret what the hell does Stuckums even mean, as far as food or something that could be edible is concerned. Just gonna move this to the side a bit. Okay, let's see. Moby Fan is pointing out that, fun fact, Bill Cobb also provided voice work for Amphibia in the episode Family Fishing Trip and Bizarre Bizarre. Oh yeah, I think I've heard that before, and I know Bill Cobb, he's a pretty common voice actor, even in shows that he doesn't really have much involvement in. I believe he might have done a voice on Mighty Magic Swords for Cartoon Network, and I bring that up as an excuse to mention about how Kyle A. Carosa, the creator of Mighty Magic Swords, he did some really awesome fan art of Stuckums and Meat and Piff Possum and Tex Tin Star. I remember seeing it on Twitter and I'm like, holy crap. I'm not necessarily begging for Stuckums and Meat revival in HD, but if Disney somehow, for some reason, does want to revive Stuckums and Meat in HD, have Kyle be like the art director or something, because his fan art of his buddy Bill's work is amazing. Okay. Yep. It's a whole bunch of drool colored out. Okay, just gonna be stricken down this layer. I may have mentioned this before, but even though I haven't watched much of Stuckums and Meat, let alone like the segments aside from the main characters themselves, the title characters, I should say, I do really like the episode with them basically competing with each other through their smarts, making each other increasingly intelligent. Well, at least intelligent as far as book smarts go, not so much in the sense of common sense. I made a YouTube poop out of it, like, in my earlier years. Oh, okay. the voice of Girl from Invader Zim, also color stylist, Ricky Simons, also did some voice on My Magisaurus. Cool for pointing that out. Oh, that one known as Darway is here. They're white. Accident. Who are these characters? Okay, so this is Snookums and Meat. They're pretty obscure Disney characters, you know, basically Ren and Stimpy wannabes. So yeah, I drew them, and it's gonna be the last request for the stream, so I might as well just do a recap of who else I drew. I drew Goofy for Starfy, which is from the 2013 cartoon of Mickey Mouse. Then we got good old Gruckle Stan from Gravity Falls. Then we have Riley from the Replacements. And we have Ward Hader, that's who we began with, from Wander Over Yonder, requested by Kristen Frades, and I forgot to mention that Riley was requested by Elemento, and Daniel requested Gruckle Stan. So yeah, gonna be finishing up with Snookums and me here with the sketches, and yeah, once again, these sketches will be done after the stream, and they'll be posted whenever I can, essentially. So Radioactive, I hope you're loving the sketch that I did of Snookums and Meat. Okay, Bear. Okay, Jason, you take care. Let's see. That one known as Darway's accent. If I could draw tips from the Weekenders, maybe, you know, there might be a possibility that I will take, for the third part, I'll do a request from the chat. Or maybe you could leave some more requests like in that original community post, because you know, there might be some requests that are just as amazing as the ones that I already got. And just want to know that if I were to do third part, like, make sure that you remember that it is like the last part. I know I did 2 parts for the Teletoon stream. With this Disney Channel one, I don't know, it's just, again, you guys gave me some amazing requests, like some of them I can't resist. And plus, the Disney celebration continues to be, like, pretty big. I should mention that, has anybody seen the teaser trailer for Wish? The next movie coming from Walt Disney Animation Studios. It looks really good. The combination of 2D and 3D animation, similar to what they did in Paperman, but it's in color. And I like the goat sidekick, and hooray, we have a real Disney villain, not just a twist villain. Like, he was fine with King Candy, everything was fine with King Candy in Wreck-It Ralph, but then we have Prince Hans, and Don Bellwether, and Professor, that was his mistake, Callahan, to a point where they pretty much took a break from even, like, twist villains altogether, just characters who become like who are antagonists but sort of get redeemed, like the grandmother or the abuela from Encanto, or what's her name from Raya and the Last Dragon. Oh yeah, it's also the king from Frozen 2, but you know, he isn't even alive in the movie's current events. But yeah, let me know if you saw the teaser trailer for Wish. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Shurilas, for making Professor Callahan's quote, that was his mistake, like such a meme in your videos. And for every time he says it, you always have to expect like a different edit. Yep, so I'm pretty much done with Snookums and Meat for now. Oh wait, no, I forgot his teeth. Okay, so before we close off, still have some minutes left before we sign off for the night, but just gonna be saving this and catch up with some extra comments, because you guys always have some good things to say. Okay, let's see here. So yes, I finished with these guys for now, so... Okay, just do one more recap. Yep, Stuck as a Meat, requested by Radioactive. Goofy, requested by Starfy. Purple Stan, requested by Daniel. Riley, requested by Elemental. And Ward Hater, requested by Kristen. Yep, so these guys are gonna be all finished up. Whenever I can. So, for now, it's just gonna be catching up with some comments before we sign out for a night. Alrighty. Moby fans asking, what's my favorite cartoon cartoon episode that is currently banned, and what's voice actors that only did a few cartoons you wish did cartoons more often? I'm not sure what my favorite currently banned cartoon episode is. And as for voice actors who only did a few cartoons but wish did more, I mean, that's kind of a tough one too. You know, I guess, you know what, I'm gonna be honest, I do like Aspen Miller Vincent as a voice actress. Yes, even though I'm known for my history with Dodie Bishop from As Told by Ginger, like, I don't know, like, Aspen's performance as her just makes her all the more worthy of loving to hate her, but yes, he doesn't have much on her resume as far as voice acting goes. Like, she did the pilot Constant Pain, voicing Amanda, and also she did a character in Rugrats as well. And those are the two other examples aside from Dolly I could think of. But yeah, I guess off the top of my head, I can just say that Aspen Miller Vincent comes to mind. Or probably I could just refer to her as just Aspen Miller, because I think she recently divorced Tony Vincent. Let's see. Anything else I missed? And yeah, I do know that Bill Kopp, he worked on Mad Jack the Pirate, which I haven't seen an episode of yet. Starfreeze pointed out that Beat looked like Spike the Bulldog from Tom and Jerry. When you think of it, yeah, it kinda does. Oh, and Chris has pointed out that Ricky Simons was in Psychonauts 2 alongside Richard Horvitz. Cool that both Zim and Gur were able to collaborate on something aside from the main anniversary series. Oh, and Ethan saying that he got 200 subscribers. Yes, congratulations. Hope you get 500 and 1,000 and just continue from there. Oh yeah, I've definitely heard of the fire that destroyed the old print of MGM cartoons in 1965, which destroyed a lot of the original title cards and logos. Yeah, I know, like, that's it. With the MGM cartoons, it seems like it's even harder task to restore those to their original glory compared to, like, the Warner Bros. Cartoons or even the Disney ones. Yes. See you later, Albot and Deidre. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much for your participation and enjoying this stream, which feels just as fun as the last one, really. I don't know exactly when part 3 will be. It might not be next weekend, but yeah, it seems like you guys will like one soon, so I'll let you know when I'll be hosting the third part. So until then, just wait until like this batch of doodles is done, and once again, hit the like button and subscribe for more fun content like this. So yes, goodbye everybody, have a nice rest of your weekend, and take care of yourselves. Probably just end off with some more Disney Channel bumpers. How's that sound?